Hello everybody, what's going on, and welcome back to our Road to Glory career mode. I hope you're all doing well. The live games return today as our first game is up against Liverpool, the side that we managed to end their unbeaten run last season. They still won the league, of course, but we can claim the title of the only team to have beaten them, I believe, in that Premier League season. So, yeah, we faced them as our first game of the day. After that, we've got Watford, we've got Norwich, and then we'll end off the transfer window and move into September, where we'll play up against the other Merseyside team in Everton. That will also be live. So, 4 games coming your way today. I'll probably play the Cup game as post-com just because I am going to start to play the Cups this season, especially now we have a bit more squad depth, but they're still not a priority. You know, the main focus for now is to get into at least the Europa League. We've said that before, but there is one thing that I need to mention. I did show this very, very briefly at the end of the last video, which thank you so much for the incredible support on that video. You guys are awesome. But Pedrosa, a new left back, he's joined the club. I did actually show us making the signing. I just forgot to really speak about it. So, yeah, welcome to Forest Green to him, which means Fifas is going out on loan if I can find him. He might have already gone out on loan. No, not yet, but he is. Well, the plan is, anyway, to let him go out on loan. So, give him some time away. And then, of course, we'll use Pedrosa as our starting left-back or Gustinson as the backup. For now, though, my team's pretty much locked in. I do have a couple more signings maybe to make between now and the end of the transfer window. But I'll be happy with the team the way it is. I'm not going to go over the top and buy players just for buying them's sake. There is a couple of suggestions as well that I do need to mention too. We've got Jonathan David, a Canadian central attacking midfielder / striker with a 5-star weak foot. He is a player I'm looking at potentially maybe, but I'm not sure just yet if I need another striker right now. I guess we'll see. Bukayo Saka as well does remain somebody I want to maybe bring in. But without further ado, let's get ourselves into our first game of the day up against Liverpool away at Anfield. The team selection, I'm going to leave it as is. So we're going to go with that side there and see how we fare. I really want to get a free kick with Bardi. He's got 99 free kick accuracy, so I want to test out his set pieces and see how they go. Rice out towards Dest. He plays it first time down the line to Saint-Maximin. Both teams really respecting one another and what they can do going forward. Saint-Maximin trying to pull it across. And it's blocked in the end at the near post and cleared away by Liverpool. We are approaching half-time in a game that there's not really been a lot to show you. Ben Woodburn, good control from him. But then it's poor from Liverpool as they give away possession really cheaply. Dest with a throw-in now in towards this middle. Bardi will keep it alive for us. Dest through towards Solano. First time off to Saint-Maximin. And now De La Vega at the back post, completely free. And there's the goal at Anfield to open up the scoring. It is Pedro De La Vega who gets it for Forest Green. But it's made by Alan Saint-Maximin down the right-hand side. The front three in combination find us the breakthrough. Lovely stuff as well. Solano first time round that corner. And a pick out as well. You question though, how is De La Vega in so much space on his own? Amian will have to answer that. Because he just seemingly had all the time in the world to tap that home there. Klopp very disappointed, wants to see his team rally now, but all in all, it's a quiet first half here. No changes for us at half-time, it's as you were, and here comes De La Vega looking for another chance, and that's the poor cross in the end. Gravenberch was just free. Instead, though, he went to Solano, and that was the wrong decision, and what a pick-out that is by Alisson. Ben Woodburn now then has the time to find something up the other end for Liverpool. Can he do it though? Todibo goes over. Seemingly puts him off enough. Robertson into the middle to Firmino. He gets it back from him as well. This is good from Liverpool. Good spell of possession. What a pick out that is from Henderson. 2 very good through balls to this right-hand side. Declan Rice has just given him a chance. And I've accidentally paused the game in all my panic. Is the ball in the net? No, it's not. Yes, it is. Liverpool find the equaliser. I can't believe it. What were we doing there? I panicked as well. I was trying to switch player and then press X to slide, and I ended up pausing the game. Oh, he blocked the first shot, Todibo, and then it falls straight back to Firmino for him to smash it home again. More, we can't complain at that. Nothing he could have done. Kovalenko down the line, sent Maximin in space, and we need someone in the box to aim at. Yet again, De La Vega might have got the wrong side of Amian, but this time he's back there to clear it away. We've got 12 minutes to go. Bardi, Kovalenko, the change. He's been involved since he's come on. And he nearly finds the finish to put us back in front. I was going to say we need to be careful we don't end up throwing this away and not getting anything from the game. Because Liverpool were playing with some confidence. Good save, Alisson. But we're actually beginning to find our feet again as there's a change for Liverpool. Van Dijk off. Izzo is on. I'm not sure that's a good change by Klopp. But we'll see. Solana with the header. Unable to really generate the power. And that's why it's easy for Liverpool's number one. Into added time we go. Dest down the line. He has had such a good game again, Serginho Dest. As it's gone through. Solano, Kovalenko! And it's a 1 at the depth for Forest Green Rovers. 2-1. The substitute, Victor Kovalenko, has scored the goal. I think that's his first name anyway. What a way to win it. And it starts with Serginho Dest, who once again is the star man out there for us. And then it goes to Saint-Maximin. His ball inside to Solano, who lays it off. And Kovalenko finds the finish. It's heartbreak for Liverpool. But what a result this would be for us. And seemingly, we are Jurgen Klopp's kryptonite. Last year we did it to end their undefeated season. And this year we've done it on our return to Anfield again. And that is how the game would finish. What a way to win it as well. Following that, we took a trip to Vicarage Road to face off against Watford in the Carabao Cup round 2. Made a number of changes to the starting 11 just to give players who otherwise would not start their opportunity to shine, if you will. So I think there were 6 or 7 changes to the team. You can see who started the game there. And we took the lead after 14 minutes. Jose Perez picks up possession, finds the ball down the left-hand side. De La Vega drives forward and fires it back into the middle. And in the end, it was the hero of Anfield who got us the goal. Kovalenko does really well because this ball was fired into him. So for him to turn it home like he did, fair play to him. And actually the game, there wasn't a lot going on. It was a typical cup tie. Neither side were really doing that well in the game. But actually Declan Rice went closest with 20 minutes to play as he struck this effort just off the post. And then with the pretty much last kick of the game, Watford nearly found an equaliser. Thuram's ball through to Sarr. Henderson out very quickly, though, to make the save. So we got through in the cup. It is only a round 2, of course, so that means we're through to round 3. But I've got no expectations in the Carabao Cup. We'll just see how it goes. But a tricky cup test nonetheless for us to kind of navigate our way through. And I think we did it pretty well. Yes, the scoreline wasn't, great, but all in all, the performance was solid. That game, though, was a stark contrast to this one against Norwich because all of a sudden, we forgot how to defend. Let's just put it that way, because this game, there was 6 goals in it. Started off by Norwich themselves. Wolf here does well, finds the ball through to Jordan Ibe. He sends it into the middle for Augustin to turn home from close range, and we were behind at home, so we needed to find a way back into this match. We didn't have to wait long at all. Solano, great spin from him, and a thumping finish into the top right corner to equalise things up at 1 apiece. But like I said, 6 goals in this one, and defending wasn't our strong point. Now, thankfully, just before half-time, we did go in front. Saint-Maximin, they just backed off him here. That's one thing you never want to do against someone of his quality. Pulls it across towards that back post, and there he is again, ladies and gentlemen. Our new club captain. That is right, I've decided to give Kovalenko the captain's armband. We've been without a club captain since Lopez departed for Real, as we're about to see us go 3-1 in front here and get a 2-goal advantage that would prove to be crucial, because as soon as we ended up finding that goal, they got one back. But speaking of Kovalenko and the new club captain, I just decided that the way he played in this episode, he deserved it. Hopefully you understand why and agree with the decision. You'll see how he performs in the later games as well, in the 2 live games that we've got coming up after this. He's been unbelievable for us. He really has. So yeah, he's the club captain. I thought about maybe giving it to Declan Rice or maybe Ayer, but we're going with Kovalenko. 4-2 in the end was the final score from the new lawn as Lakeda wraps up the points. But with the performance the way it was, I was pretty disappointed to have conceded 2 goals in this game. So in typical DJWood fashion, when you know you need to strengthen defence, I go out and pick up a new attacker, because that's just what I do, I always look at my defence and think, yeah, I probably could strengthen, but wait, there's an attacker that's available, so maybe I'll just go buy one instead, because at the end of the day, score more goals than your opponent, you win the game. As I saw Matthias Vargas had a release clause in his contract. It was pretty much getting to deadline day. I went ahead. I said, all right, let me get him in. £24 million. He's worth 34 at this point as well. So 10 million cheaper. What a steal that could prove to be. I think he came in from, was it Espanyol? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it was one of the Spanish clubs who was sort of mid-table or something like that. So I was pretty happy with that. But we now move into the penultimate game of today, up against Everton. The sides on the screen. Let's get into it. 22 minutes remain of this game, and we need some inspiration from somewhere because it has been very quiet on both teams here as Bardi trying to provide it with the shot which was straight at Jordan Pickford. The clearance away will only go as far as Saint-Maximin, who recollects it for us but can't find the pass forward. We've still got it though at the moment. Kovalenko in possession, turning away. Solano is the run in front of him, but you can see there's just nothing. There's no opening in that Everton defence for us. And as time ticks away, it's got 0-0 written all over it. But Dest here says, no, I'm going to run all the way through and feed it back to Kovalenko, who for the second time today strikes on Merseyside and may have just given us the 3 points from this game. What an abysmal game it's been to enjoy. Oh, man. I don't really know what to say. The performance from both teams has been lacklustre. But Victor Kovalenko, what a finish. 30 seconds left as Everton try to create a chance, and that will be it. The pass back finishes the game off. It's finished 1-0. It's the 3 points for us as well from Goodison Park, which, to say the very least, an underwhelming game. So I'll see you for the very next one coming up in a moment. For the final game of today, we would play against Brighton away at the Amex Stadium. The player to watch for them, Leandro Trossard. If they're playing well, it's usually him who's pulling the strings. So we had to try and keep him quiet whilst performing ourselves. There's our team. Let's see how the game went. Rice, early possession for us. Saint-Maximin trying to work the chance to shoot. Pulls it back to Kovalenko. Blocked initially. But there is Solano to finish it off. And immediately Brighton put under pressure and they cannot withstand it. The finish there, not quite found by Saint-Maximin, but then he has the, I guess, know-how to pull it back into the area. And it would have been nice to see Captain Kovalenko find another finish. An £8 million signing, remember. What a bargain that is. Is that the bargain of the season? Quite probably. Kovalenko looking for Saint-Maximin, who's got all the trickery as well. We know that. As he finds his way forward and pulls it back to Kovalenko. And a big save by Matthew Ryan to deny us the second goal. And Brighton need to find an answer to these two. Kovalenko and Saint-Maximin. Between the two of them, they're running rings around this Brighton side. It will be Kovalenko to deliver the corner towards the near post, which Rice attacks. And I think that's gone straight to Ryan, who can claim it. 10 minutes until half-time, and it cannot come sooner for the home side. Free kick in a really good area. Bardi delivers. Solano should have scored. He should have made it too. And he knows he should have. Look at that reaction. Free header. Inches away from two. Declan Rice steps in to win it back for us. And now picks out a lovely ball through. Solano to make it two. He's at the post now as well. What's happening with Christian Solano, ladies and gents? Because he misses the header from very close range. And now he should score that as well. He might have got one today, but he should have had a hat-trick instead. Change coming through. De La Vega is on and Saint-Maximin makes way. Full time at the Amex then. It finishes by a 1-0. Not for the first time today, but it is the win again. And that will leave us in a very good position in the Premier League table. We'll check that out before we go today. But I tell you what, there are two players for me today who stood out. Once again, Dest. He's just, every episode he seems to get better. And I think we found our new club captain, Victor Kovalenko. Some captain performances in there today, and he has also been mightily impressive. But let's take a look at that league table then. Message from Facer. It reads, "Boss, I can't lie. I was worried that you have plans to replace me. I just felt a bit threatened by the new faces that have arrived at the club, coupled with the stories that I read in the press. Thanks for straightening things out." How do I tell him that we are actually planning on replacing him without hurting his feelings? I'll just say you're doing great. And little thumbs up in there as well to boot. But anyway, Facer, we'll come back to that at a later date maybe. And we'll discuss that. For the table though, following today's results, ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier with how this season has begun. That's not the table, that's the cup, which we're playing Middlesbrough. So that'll be the first game of the next episode. It'll be post-com, of course. But as you'll see, we've made it up into 3rd place. Now, admittedly, in our first 6 games, 4 of those 6 were winnable anyway. We have to say that, right? There are games we expected to win. But then Spurs, our only defeat so far, they're top of the league. So I can kind of expect that defeat then, as they are top. And Liverpool, who we managed to beat with that last-minute winner from our new club captain. So other than that, this season has got off to a flyer for us. I mean, goal difference-wise, don't get me wrong, we're probably not going to score as much as City and Spurs this season. I don't think we'll be up there in terms of goal difference, but if our aim is Europe, we're starting things off right. West Ham up into 5th. Manchester United bouncing back from that disappointing season last time. They're up into 4th place, I should say, and it's beginning to look a little bit more like a usual top 8, I'd say. But we'll take a quick look at our squad report then, as we are now locked in until January with this squad. So Henderson and Moore still battling it away to see who will get the number 1 this season. One is 17, the other, of course, being 26. Do we favour the experience of Henderson or the potential of Moore? That's the question. In terms of fullbacks now, we've got 3 top quality left backs. Of course, Facer didn't go out on loan, which is kind of annoying, but he'll stay here and maybe play in the Cups, which means Augustinsson could potentially leave anyway. Centre-back, we're set, other than the injury to Jose Antonio. That's his 2nd big long-term injury at the club. I think time is ticking away now on his career here at Forest Green. I'm pretty sure he may well be moving on in the future. Dest, what can you say? Has that special something is an understatement. He is sensational. So good. If you guys are looking for a fullback, can play left back, can play right back in your career modes, check out this man. He is by far the best fullback I think I've used so far this FIFA in terms of career mode quality. Declan Rice, done pretty well since joining. Just kind of goes under the radar, does his job that he needs to do. You can see he's happy in all areas so far. Lacerda's not getting a look in because of Rice at the minute, but that might change into our centre midfield areas. Bardi, very happy with his performances. So too this man, 8 million quid. What a steal. What a steal it's been. How many goals is he on now? 4 in 7, 3 in the league. You love to see it. Vargas, recent signing. Him and De La Vega will be the 2 fighting it out for that left wing spot. El Ghazi, it looks like his time is pretty much over. St. Maximin, he's not really getting like the stats, right? In terms of, well, actually, 2 assists and 1 goal is not bad at all. But he's just one of those showboaty players who just, you enjoy watching him. Do you know what I mean? We've got Perez as well, who's just going to fill the job. And then lastly, this man, Solano, who is on a 5,000 a week contract. As we have a bit more money, let's change that. Let's give him about 60k a week. There you go, Christian. Hopefully you're happy with your new deal. It adds another 4 years to his deal as well, or whatever he was on before. And 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 games, 6 goal contributions in 6. Pretty good. But my friends, a massive thank you for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a huge thank you as well for all of your support on the channel. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Help me get one step closer to 100k. I hope you guys have a great day, have a great evening, stay safe, and I will catch you all again for the next episode very, very soon. You do not want to miss this season, because we are about to embark on a pretty magical journey, I feel like, with Forest Green. Until next time, adios.